Hey man, I'm on my little break at work, and I just wanted to talk a little boxing, man. I think I just missed the. I don't know if a press or something happened today or whatever, however. But I just wanted to touch on this subject about Jake Paul a little bit of. Um, the question going around now is it okay to start taking Jake Paul serious as a boxer? That's one of the questions. I had a question when I was saying, can Jake Paul help save boxing, the sport of boxing? To answer both of them questions, let me see. Uh, I've been felt like what I'm saying now. Yes, if the man trained like a boxer, fight boxers, my God, he's a boxer. And what else? Can he save the sport of boxing? I don't, me personally, I don't think that the sport of boxing is dying. I think anything that fall off of the sport of boxing need to fall off the sport of boxing. It's bad for the sport of boxing, like the old media screens, the old, just the old, out with the old and in with the new. But what do I know? I'm just a tomato can because the old way, it's a new day.
Who are you
And
trying to get on the track for?
you,
Linda.
oh yeah, but go ahead, get you some pictures of them up there.
Oh, I do have them over there too.
Yeah, get them, get
Dang, I ain't want to come out.
them. So as I was saying before, I was really interrupted, but so yeah, I like with Jake's Paul, and he's definitely. So let's get back into this a little bit. He's definitely doing good for the women's side of boxing, um, and that's great. He's helping grow the women's side of boxing. See, what people gotta understand is this: having a nice fan base and what you're using it as, or you know what I'm saying, like how are you using your fan base is important. So um, you gotta look at it like that. Okay, just an example. Jake Paul had a lot of fans and stuff like that from YouTube, and he brought them over to the sport of boxing by boxing. You know, just by being a boxer, and then he'll put somebody on the card like Amanda Serrano's, and so then you have some good diehard boxer fans also mixed with his fans, and then by the time the show over, they both gain new fans. So it's an equal thing, and then his payouts is pretty good too, for the fighters that he put on the card. So as a whole, I think that what he's doing just by doing the fights. What he's doing is putting boxing in a better, not a better. I ain't gonna say better, you know, but like he's putting it in he's keeping it in a good space. Sometimes sometimes some sports need new, new fans, new fighters, new management companies, new everything. The old system can't keep up with the new, or let me see, the old, you know the old people couldn't keep up with the new system. Sometimes you gotta adapt, and then the best way to adapt is to go the direction of getting somebody that's real good at with the new system, like Jake Paul, successful YouTuber, and then bringing new fans into boxing. But then the quote unquote diehard fans at first was rejecting him, and you know, these was potential people that are actually pay to see. They'll go to the fights. So why would we reject it when? Yeah, okay, he did an expedition. He was doing a lot of expeditions, but Muhammad Ali did an expedition with a dude that did karate, or he did mixed martial arts, whatever. But what do I know? I'm just a Jamaican. It's the same. So, but people just frowned upon. I think, to be honest, in the boxing world, people frowned upon successful people that don't go through the same way to be successful, don't get messed over. Like Jake Paul, if I come with my own money, I put my own fights on, I put my own productions on, I pay the fighters good, I have good fighters on the card. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? A fighter that might not even have a fight or may have not been fighting, and I put him on the card, get him back into the rhythm of getting money, and people had a problem with that. I think I have a problem with that. But what do I know? I'm just a Dominican. So yeah, I guess like I say, the short answer, I like what Jake Paul doing with the boxing world. I think I mean, I'm supportive. I'm gonna support the cause that he put on. Um, and I was on Clarissa page earlier, Clarissa Shields page, and she shared the question like, can we start taking Jake Paul serious now? And then now she's like, oh yes, I think it's about that time. And see, a lot of people don't, and it's nothing on her. There's nothing on her. But a lot of people don't trust the process of new. You know, they want to go through the formulas that already been successful. They want to go through the formulas that, you know what I'm saying, versus man, this young fella, he could bring in a new audience. He could bring in new revenue on this avenue right here. Nobody want to give the man a chance. And then now, it's being, and then they don't give you a chance until they start seeing good results in most cases. So, but what do I know? I'm just a tomato can, and I think Jake Paul will probably be bigger than. And then they say he won't fight real boxers. He ain't fighting no real boxers. But every boxer that he say, hey, well, I fight you, then people laugh at him. They'll laugh it off, right? Even the boxers themselves will laugh it off and say, oh, I ain't fighting no YouTuber. I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. So then my question is, how does he prove that he is able or prepared to fight a real boxer if no real boxer don't want to fight? Like, who that was, Nico Ali was. He got on the mic and went to bragging, saying, "Ooh, I could have made this much money fighting Jake Paul or fighting on the Jake Paul undercard." You should have did it. What the fuck? You're a prize fighter. What part of that don't you? But I ain't want to entertain no clown show. It's not even the fact of it being a clown show. I just feel like I say, the bigger and older outlets and stuff just was frowning upon it because it's a new person that didn't go through them and play by their rules. Um, but what do I know? I'm just a tomato can, and now I feel like he will surpass all of them. Not being hated, I feel like he will surpass most of all of them if they don't jump on the bandwagon with him. And to be honest, I was seeing a lot of like boxers and a lot of channels backpedaling on the subject and like trying to give him his props now. And I get it. Like I say, a lot of people don't understand what they don't see or they don't want to give it a shot until they start working or whatever. So I get it, but you know, at the end of the day, yeah, I think he's doing great for the sport, and I think it is only going to add to the sport. I don't think it'll be anything that'll subtract from the sport, um, or anything like that. But what do I know? I'm just a tomato can. Hold on, yo. I'm trying to let these people walk by before I, finish talking. Oh, little baby. So, but okay. So let me get back on my subject. But yeah, that's really what I wanted to say about this. I want to know y'all thoughts on it too. Let me know what y'all think about it, and talk to me about it. Y'all leave it in the comments. I'm gonna get off here so I can get back to work and all that and all. But man, let me know y'all thoughts, man, on the Jake Paul saving boxing or either making it a little better. Sometimes the old ways get boring and old and all that, and you need new things. Okay, it's like, why don't they have some excitement, like in the middle of fights, some kind of excitement, like Um, just a funny fight on, a funny rigged fight that'll make the audience laugh, get the audience, get them their money's worth. What is wrong with that? There shouldn't be nothing wrong with that. But what do I know? I'm just a tomato can. Why not on a real card have an expedition, a grudge match, or just say a YouTuber versus YouTuber that always talk about boxing and never box. So put them in the ring and let them fight, let them see how it is, and let them train for real. Just put one fight like that on the real card. You know what I'm saying? And that way you create entertainment. You create the thought of, dang man, anything possible. Or you create more people saying, well, hey, it ain't too old for me to try. It ain't too late. It ain't too, I ain't too this. I could do it. Or, I don't know. It just, but everybody want to do everything quickly by Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn and all their ways, and their ways is getting boring. Their ways are getting boring. And we gonna see that. I think we in a time of not just boxing, but a lot of things just gonna be changing because the old stuff isn't really working like that anymore. And I don't know who this is, what you laughing at. Welcome to All Boxing Broadcast. Um, but tell me your thoughts instead of just laughing. And that's the problem. See, a lot of people, right? This is just the thing, and this is why. Again, I say Jake Paul is doing some good for it. 'Cause see, a lot of people be saying, "Oh, I don't like the Jake Paul," and they don't even know why. They just don't like it because the other bigger media saying they don't like it, or they saying it because they're saying it. See what I'm saying? So what do I know? I'm just a American. If I'm talking about Jake Paul, motherfucker be like, "Oh, he a casual." It's dumb. That's because they scared of that man. Pretty much outdoing them. If we gonna talk about the numbers, we don't bring up his numbers in the middle of compared to the average boxing card numbers. We don't bring up his numbers because you don't want to lose head to head. Like, dang, this little young YouTuber doing better than us, and we've been doing it all this long time. And then now you come, and so it create people like you coming on my live screen, and all you could do is laugh because you don't have your argument point is based off of their argument point. It's not something that you thought of yourself. But what do I know? Like I said, I'm just a tomato can. And that's why I'm going to build this channel with well-minded people that, think for themselves, man. And if I listen to Bob Arum, you feel me? Or only listen to Bob Arum, or only listen to Eddie Hearn, or only listen to what my boy Al Heyman, or only listen to, you feel me? If I only listen to them, then that's the only avenue of people we gonna attract. But if Jake Paul and Eddie Hearn connect and do some fights or whatever, even if it's not YouTubers versus YouTubers or YouTubers versus fighters, you think Mike Perry got it? I really listen. I'm gonna say it like this: with Mike Perry and Jake Paul, I don't know enough about Mike Perry. My son, my 8-year-old son, was telling me about Mike Perry. I didn't realize the fight was this week and still on until like 2 days ago. My son was like, "Oh yeah, Daddy, Jake Paul and Mike Perry fight this weekend." But I'm definitely gonna watch it to see. I'm gonna watch it to see. I think it's gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna at least test Jake Paul a little more than like him fighting what my boy name is. He whipped my boy, the basketball player, Nate Robinson. And then maybe that's what Jake Paul felt like he needed to boost up his. See, people was frowning upon it, but see, you gotta understand, building the fan base. Sometimes it takes doing some different stuff to build a different fan base. And then now the man is, and then you can't just act like he was just kind of like um saying, well, I'm gonna just keep taking their money by just fighting these regular fights or these little whatever, and I'm not even going to train. I'm just gonna go out there and take their money. The man actually training and trying to learn, and he's learning from what I'm seeing. But what do I know? I'm just a tomato can. And I think, like I say, I think it's pretty much old against young, and the old is bitter because they know that they don't have what it takes to keep the sport going. The sport is dying, and I ain't gonna say without Jake Paul. I'm just gonna say people that's so scared of the sport dying. That's all I be hearing. I don't personally think that it's dying. I like what be happening, but at the same time, um, the sport is getting boring to people. It's like people just being matched up. Like I go on Tapology Report, right? Most of the time, and I just see like who voted on who to win, and the jump be one sided with every fight. Like I didn't see a 50. I didn't see the fans vote a fight being a 50-50 fight. Like it's rare that I see that. It's like rare that I see that. It is rare that we see that, and that should tell you something. That like everybody expect for Shakur to win against Artem. Everybody like who that was when it was 100%. They say Boots. Boots. They say Boots 100% going to be like 100% of the people, and then so that'll make people cut off the um that'll make people cut off the damn TV. They're like, shit, I know Boots gonna win. Well, except for like a Boots fan. So that night, only the Boots fan gonna watch because the Boots fan want to see him, because they know he's gonna win and they want to see it. Instead of saying, damn, boy, this a tough one for Boots. Oh, this a tough one for Bud. Oh, this a tough one for such and such. Boy, this one might, I don't know which way this go. Oh, that's my dude. That's my dude. Oh, that's my dude. What? He fight on this card too? Oh, that's my dude. What the fuck? I remember what the fuck happened with him, man. He was on. Did he fight? Oh man, see, that's why I like my other things so I could really look it up while I'm doing it. But he fought. Who he? Nah, he fight tomorrow too. Oh man, see, I'm gonna have to flip in. I'm gonna have to flip in between. I'm gonna have to flip in between, but I'm going with it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to flip between. I'm gonna have to flip. I'm gonna have to watch both cards. Dang. Who he fought? Did he fight Ryo? No, he didn't fight Ryo. He fought Ellis. Who the fuck did he fight like 2 fights ago? And that's when I became a fan. Oh man, and I be missing him. But I ain't gonna miss him tomorrow. So thanks for that heads up right there. Thanks for that heads up. That's my dude. Who the fuck he fought that night? It was like two. Was it Rashidi Elias? About 2 fights ago, maybe 3. Yeah, because it was like last. Who was that? Who that was? He just faced about 2-3 fights ago, and it was a damn good fight and all that good shit. I'm gonna watch it though. I'm gonna watch that card too. Then I'm gonna have to watch both of them because, yeah. And we gonna be doing a live commentary that tomorrow night too. We gonna have to watch. I hope they come on at different times. I didn't even, like I say, I didn't even know that Jake Paul fight this weekend until like 2 days ago. And so I didn't even like go on there yet and see who all on the card. I just know like on the Jake Paul card, I gotta catch Shadesha Green. I gotta catch Amanda Serrano. I gotta catch Jake Paul too, and Mike Perry. And what that dude named Ashton. Yeah, he be talking like he ready for that smoke with them pros and everything. He ready. So I want to see what he got. And that's what I'm saying. It's the entertainment part and that's the part that bring you in and make you think.
Oh my turn.
Now, is he that good to fight right here? Right here. I'm looking right here. Like, is he that good to go and fight this person? He's showing it good in the ring. Yeah, he's showing it against this dude, but is that any worse than and I'm not picking on Shakur. His name just came up to my mind. But is that any different than Shakur fighting Artem? The whole world already knew he was gonna beat Artem, but we still watched. So But what do I know? I'm just a tomato king. So yeah, why we can't watch somebody that's gonna bring us some revenue, and he might have a David and Goliath moment. They be trying to stop them David and Goliath moments. Oh man, the YouTuber beat the pro boxer. You know what I'm saying? But what do I know? I'm just a tomato king. I think 9-9. Is it safe to say he fighting an undefeated fighter? Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna tune in because that's my dude. Um, I just lost my train of thought. I'm about to get off and get back at it though. But yeah, I'm definitely watching all the fights. We supposed to be back on later tonight. Man, y'all gotta lay, man. Listen, my screen yard, man, I don't know why I don't send out the notifications. Let me tell you, the night before last, right, I stayed up all night long, right? Getting my, you know how you get the oven ready for tomorrow and your stove and all that so you could cook for Thanksgiving. Man, I had a show. I was about to cook for y'all, man. Me and Trending Up, we was on there. We was cooking, and ain't nobody was on the live. I was like, dang, man. We were cooking too. But I'm gonna do another one. We're gonna do another one tonight, and I'm gonna try to see when Norman fighting again. Brian Norman and Tio, that was a part of our show last night too. Matter of fact, him and Teofimo, and you talk about Brian Norman Jr., right? If so, him that was a part of the show. Him and Teofimo Lopez in the talks of talking. I mean, in the talks of fighting. Teofimo's supposed to go up to 147 to fight him for the WBO. He the WBO interim champion. And I think Bud about to vacate or get stripped. I don't remember, so that's why I ain't really want to get on it. But whatever, Bud about to give up the belt, and they're gonna elevate. I'm guessing they're gonna elevate him to the full WBO belt. And when they do that, then him and Teofimo supposed to fight. And I think it said like December. I think. They looking for. They in talks to fight in December. Yeah, he beat the brakes off. Yeah. He just beat him up. Yeah, so Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, him and Teofimo Lopez in the talks of fight, and that was a part of our show last night, man. We didn't even get to it because we just kind of threw in the towel of not. Yeah, we just threw in the towel on ourselves last night. We was gonna talk about that last night, and there was like one more subject. And we had it. We was cooking. But anyway, we gonna cook tonight. So y'all, let me get off this, finish up out here, and then go ahead and put the stuff in the oven for the night so we could cook. Because I'm just a tornado king. But thank y'all for joining. Yeah, yo, have a great day.